What's going on, guys? CP, the one and only Monster Gamer, doing my Tomb Raider review. Now, I need to get a rating system for each different, gameplay, graphics, all that stuff. But right now, we're just going to wing it like I've been doing. And I'm just going to tell you flat out the gates, this game's awesome. If you like action adventures, like I said in my previous videos, you will like this game. If that's not your cup of tea, well, then you may still want to rent it. Honestly, the game is that good. The level of detail in this game, the story, the overall, just the gameplay itself, everything works like it's supposed to. It's a must buy in my opinion. But what's a must buy in your opinion is a whole nother ball of wax. But it's a must buy for me, and I'm very glad I bought this game. Gonna focus mainly in this video about single player because multiplayer I've kind of covered in other videos. You can check them out. The thing about the multiplayer let's get into that real quick. It's all about community and it's all about whether people are actually going to be playing it and supporting it. I feel that there aren't enough modes right now at this very point in time for it to be like, oh, well, you must buy this game also because of the multiplayer. It doesn't feel like an add-on to me, but it also just feels like, all right, you're gonna play the game, play single player, then maybe you're gonna check out the multiplayer, and then after a while, you may just end up putting this game away. However, Rescue is so much fun. You at least have to try it out and check it out, and it is fun. They have level progression in that part too. They've done a really good job overall about leveling up your skill points, leveling up your guns, different attachments here and there, and you can also level up. Well, I guess you can't level up your character. Yeah, you can level up your character like you can in the single player. And the other thing is you can pick different characters to play as. So Lara Croft is obviously at the very tail end. You got to be level 60 to unlock her. But anyways, let's talk about single player. Excellent, awesome story. Got to say that right now. I really like the fact that Lara Croft kind of goes from, just being kind of. It's the beginning of her story. She's just a regular chick who's kind of scared, doesn't know what's going on, to actually being, who she is, who we all know her today, and even in a different sense because they've kind of created a different type of story arc with her. And I can't wait. Actually, I should say, till the next game. I mean, they made it so that all right, where's the next game? That means that they made a very well made, polished product, and I gotta say that the platforming, the gameplay itself is excellent. Jumping from ledge to ledge is pretty much effortless, and the puzzles themselves are not that hard. I gotta say, like they're not so hard that I was like, oh my god, you gotta be kidding me! What the hell am I supposed to do? You're gonna have those moments, but it's not gonna be. There's not one puzzle in the game where you're gonna be like, all right, I can't do this anymore. Or if you walk away from it, you'll eventually figure it out. So I like that. And also, I gotta say, the checkpoint system, hands down, is one of the best in any games of recently that I've played. Because once you die in any point in the game, especially with platforming and you're jumping from ledge to ledge or cliff to cliff, or there might be a hard mini boss fight, they actually leave you off almost exactly to where you were, which is nice. It kind of cuts down on the time that you actually have to spend in the game, and that's the other thing. It's a fun game to just be in. Like I didn't want the story to end, and I also felt like and let's get into that. Actually, there's two key points that I want to bring up in this review. Is that all right? The skill points you cannot, which you really don't need to do, but the one thing I didn't like is you can't unbuy skill points. You can't move them around. Once you buy a skill point, you're done. The other thing about the game that actually I do really like is the fact that actually when you beat the game, you can go back to the island, which is awesome. I really like that. I like the fact that it told me when how much percentage I completed the game at, and now I can go back and collect stuff if I feel like it. And I'm actually gonna go do that, which is awesome. I like that. Some games aren't like that. Like once you beat it, you're done. You either got to replay the whole thing again, or you can't go back, and so that is kind of cool. Yeah, overall, great game. I had a lot of fun playing it. I like the story itself and the gameplay, and the other thing is that the level progression itself is so awesome. Like you go from just being just some regular old chick who can't even barely shoot a bow and arrow to being able to shoot fire arrows, exploding arrows. You've got beastly shotguns and assault rifles. The music's done well. Just overall, just a great freaking awesome game, and you'll be very sorry if you haven't bought it or at least rented it and experienced it. You beat it probably within a weekend, but it was, I would definitely say the time I've had with this game is well, well, awesome. So whatever the hell that means. So never eat sour waffles. I'm out, guys. Peace. Let me know if you guys bought this game and you're enjoying it. I'm out.